love it when my intros decide they don't want to play. That's amazing.
From where you're standing, you can see the sky above. I'll be waiting for you if you still believe in love. La 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 la.
So we need not much fun. She said,
America is in grave danger.
Hello everyone, Quinn Michael here from Chronicles Studios, Channel 14, WNBI TV, where we're high on retro junk. In case it's not obvious, is looking at me on the screen here, listening to my voice. Oh, I'm not with it today. Oh, but I completely missed my Wednesday stream. No way in hell I was missing a Sunday stream. So, yeah. Ugh. Yeah, Final Fantasy IV. I know what we must do next. The decision I have to make is if we are going to go straight to that. Because last time we played this, there were, let's call them leveling problems. Speaking of leveling problems, I should check and see what the volume levels on stream sound like, because yeah, I've been trying to save a bunch of my old streams from getting deleted when Twitch puts their stupid new 100-hour limit into effect, you know, that thing. And I've been watching some of my old streams for the first time in a long time and realizing, wow, I used to balance audio like shit. So now, let's see what that sounds like and if I need to adjust anything real quick, because that's important. And in order to check it, I have to put my headphone in, because I don't know where the other headphone is, so the other headphone's around jawing off somewhere, I don't fucking know. Okay, I would say the game can go down a little bit. Everything can go down a little bit, I would say. I'm also gonna turn down the actual volume on my TV and probably knock over my brother's sword in the process. Alright, this seems about as balanced as we're going to get. Of course, there's the issue with the microphone making a slight buzz. I haven't figured out a way to fix that. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Alright, well then. Well, that said, are we all ready for some Final Fantasy VII? Not Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy... What the hell? Hold on. I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy 4. What it actually is. And I don't know who all's still in chat, but I will go ahead and say hello to the people who have been chatting with me thus far. So, Junker, welcome in. Junkaway City, welcome in. Moosey, hey. I know Sayla's been here. Jagos was in here earlier. Infocon popped up. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me. It means a lot when people show up for these things, because I'm mostly just playing this stuff for my own enjoyment. I don't know how to... Huh. Okay, so, weird question. And you see the scan lines? Are they not on the TV when the thing's not plugged in? I don't see them. Looking very carefully to see if I see them. Ah! He's got a sword! Plugging in some of the other video cables. This is a weird video cable setup, but let's start plugging in some of the other ones and see what happens. Sure, nothing bad will happen, right?
I'm sure.
Nothing with that one. How does that look?
I don't see anything. It's popping up there, but it's not on the TV. Oh, shit. Why are there so many of the same guys here?
Maybe you should stop using bricks to fix your... You should stop using Scotch tape to fix your bricks to your door jams, right?
This is gonna be revolutionary.
Nah, it's still doing it. I don't know what's causing that. Sit here just playing War Group. Hey man, no worries here. Alright, I don't know what to do about that stupid scan line. Man, I have a bunch of things to talk to Grant about if I can find some spare time to think. Anyway, here we go. We're outside the Kingdom of Baron. Yeah. Forget if there's anything I can do here. Huh. The L1 button on this broken?
I don't know. I don't know. Shoot 'em up. That requires 2 buttons.
Yeah, you were playing Geki Rinden earlier. Well, I don't see a way to, yeah. I don't see a way to, change the controls, so... I mean, it's not that important. No, actually, it is very important, because I can't run from battles if that's broken. Get the actual PS1 controller I've been using, the old dog bone that I've typically been using because hey, I'm playing on the PS1 and this game doesn't require analog sticks. There we go. Yeah, real PS1 gaming. Which is hilarious because this game came out, this collection that has Chrono Trigger and what the fuck? Hold on. Okay, I can run, but that button's not. I could have sworn that button also changed my character.
No, I'm pretty sure it's only one button. That was the Game Boy one that had both buttons.
I could have sworn I did that on previous. Whatever. Change the controller's not a big deal. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do first. I know where I have to go to progress the story. Oh, I know what the first thing... The first thing I should do is I should go over to the Chocobo Forest and ring up the fat fuck. I have a Gishelle Green on me. I can go do that right now.
Wait, should he?
Kane, where's your legs?
I think Golbez may have gotten fed up.
What the fuck the hell is this dumb shit? Let's see, crossbow, tamer. Yeah, blood spear. Hang on to my pass for now. Everything here I don't want to keep. Wait, did he still have a guy shield on him? Hold on. I'll have to remember to buy more. Okay. Be back later, no problem. Chocobo! Essa Chocobo! Chocobo can go in river, but not into ocean. Anybody else love Chocobo as much as I do? I'm just wasting time right now. Man, I really want to get back to playing Final Fantasy Adventure. We were in the full color hack, which, oh my gosh, I wish I had a way to do that on the on like my actual Game Boy. I wish I could take that color version on the go. I would have to actually I'd have to get the gear to make myself a custom Game Boy cart. I'd create a bootleg, like, flash ROM for my Game Boy Advance just to play Final Fantasy Adventure in color on the go. Somebody should do that for the Final Fantasy Legend games at some point. I love Final Fantasy Legend. Final Fantasy Legend is awesome. A second. Alright. But yeah, okay, Chocobo has to go. Well, I might as well check around Baron first, see if there's anything good. Mr. Cecil, please avenge the king. Okay, yeah, no, I think we did this last time. Which means the only thing left to do... Wow, you look so good now. You used to be Columbus the Dark Knight. And I think we actually, like, get to dance with her now. I hope Rosa doesn't mind. What do you think?
Don't look at me, I didn't want to marry on murdering people.
Yes, you did! You have been nothing but a pillaging, thieving
I said
bastard since you
I
started.
said, don't ask me, I've been murdering people while I'm playing.
You have been nothing but a pillaging, thieving bastard the whole time you've been playing Oblivion. Like, straight up. And now you're beating up some random lizard lady.
No, this is, first off, this is an orc. Second off, she attacked me first. As an actually attacked me first.
I'm just saying, who can we trust?
Not me.
Precisely. Because you're a bastard. And not like the cool Dark Schneider bastard either, but like a real bastard. A real piece of work. Tower. We already checked out this castle over. Can I land? Nah, there's not enough there. Okay. I will have to... This ship isn't big enough to bring the land ship on board it either. Yep. Well, I mean, there's something you have to do that. You remember the video very well about what Hironobu Sakaguchi said, right? Yeah, Final Fantasy IV? How about you go to the moon? Right on the backs of whales! Ah, the Kingdom of Fabul, staffed entirely by Krillins.
Well, Krillin is is the strongest in
Yes. Yes, he is. I don't think weapon shops are gonna have anything useful for me. I don't know if anybody who can use the demon's armor. Well, Yang, you wanna go talk to your wife? It's been a while, right? It'd be nice to make more money. So I could get better capture equipment. Not necessarily because I need better capture equipment. Okay, the king rests in... Okay. Not because I necessarily need better equipment, mind you. More just... It would be nice to get cleaner capture and maybe not have as many audio issues. But, like... I don't make the money for that. Oh, hey, Ultima Underworld. Funny enough, I was just talking with a couple of my friends last night about Ultima Underworld and how important it is. Because my brother started playing Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Yeah, you haven't done any of the story, you've just been a bastard the whole game.
Mostly because I was still messing around with learning how all to compare. I had no reason to actually be a good person. But again, none of the people in this game actually gave me a reason.
Do you have anything to say about this? Nope. There is nothing new here. What about visiting his wife? That popping noise is going to drive me insane. Yeah, y'all like Yang's guardian angels. Are you alright? Yeah, and I bet you those Baron Bozos ain't never coming back, because I gave him one hell of a beating with my frying pan. Yang has the best wife in this game, and she's barely in it. I have no idea, but yeah, my brother was playing Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and that got me started on how influential, well, you know, the original Ultima, the original Elder Scrolls games were heavily inspired by Ultima Underworld, which itself was an Ultima spin-off that initially started out as trying to make a real-time 3D dungeon crawler. I don't know, I just love talking about the lineage of RPGs and whatnot, because it's a very fascinating topic. It's the land speeder from Star Wars. There must be no other place as beautiful as this. Okay, that's the Mistral Town. I don't think I have anything else here that needs to be done. Oh my gosh! What do you mean the Blade Spear knocks him up to 99 points?
Well, we did have to just quite a battle.
Okay. That's all the flame stuff I got in the tower. What does Rosa have? She has the great bow. I'm just trying to decide if I'm ready to move on with the story yet. But I know where I gotta go for it.
I can't think of anything else that you can do to do this one.
Yeah. Problem is that once you're down in the under. Oh right, yeah, that's actually a good idea. I forget if there's anything useful there when you do that, but you are correct.
You might be able to get something.
Yeah, well, let me see here. Some mage equipment might be nice. Welcome to Mist. The Great Fire killed everyone. The women and children, the skilled summoners. Okay. Oh. Found tiara, found cloves, found ruby ring. Hmm. Yeah, that's an immediate upgrade. I think the clothes are a downgrade, though. It's so desolate. Found bomb. Remember that a mighty summon rests beneath Baron. Supposedly it can kill with a single blow. That would be Odin. Creatures called by the summoners come forth from the land of summons, which is deep under the ground. Yeah, the Eidolons. What do we got? The whip would be nice to have for later, but... Everyone can equip it.
Having a PS1 it'll tag if everyone can equip it.
No idea. Yeah, I'll buy one of those whips. Save it for later. And that's probably it for this area. Yeah, you get a single inn with a naming way here, and that's it. Alright, I think I've done enough time wasting. But I bet now Falco's gonna show up. It's gonna be like, well, I can't go back up there and show you because we're underground, and we're gonna be underground for a good chunk of the game. Alright, where's the damn dwarf mining town? There. Now, there's a way you're supposed to figure this out in the game. I forget what the exact hints are that make it clear. But I've done this before as a kid, so I remember what you do here. You want to take the magma and you want to drop it down in there. I didn't want to drop my potion down there. Hold on. Yep, here we go. How big is my crystal collection? The bad guys actually have the crystals right now. They have 4. But apparently there's 4 more underground in the underworld. So 4 more, right? 4 more of those. And then, I won't say exactly what because I've played this before. But there's even more crystals later on in the game. Anyway, what's going on? Well, we dropped magma down a well in this small, quiet town.
Hey, are you sure that you're still not working for Gomez?
So, anybody have anything to say about what happened there?
Oh, let's just get out of here.
We've now blown a giant hole in the earth. I'm gonna save my game here. So many crystals. So you need 4. Well, basically, they're trying to collect... they're trying to collect all the crystals, because that'll open up a gateway to a faraway land that they need access to. Gosh, this game gets insane, but I love it. This is easily one of the most cliche of the Final Fantasy series. I'll say that. It's very tropey, very cliche. There's lots of fake outs and twists. It's overly dramatic at times. But that's why I love it, honestly. Alright, we saved our game. I accidentally went inside the town. There we go. And now... You haven't played any? You want to play the first? Well, the thing about Final Fantasy is that you don't actually have to start... There's no real benefit to start from the beginning. If you want to play the first one first, that's cool. I love the first one, actually. I've played it. You played one, Chrono Trigger? I'd say Chrono Trigger's in a league all its own. It shares a lot of similarities, though. For sure. It's definitely, like, related to Final Fantasy. I won't argue that, but it's in its own league. Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger aren't quite the same thing. Chrono Trigger, I would argue, is on its own whole tier up here. You're back from watching a very doofy movie on stream. Oh man, I think, what were you watching? Because I saw that you were in Cecil's server. What were you watching? Also, we're about to go underground. I was kind of hoping Falco would show up so I could show him something goofy first, but I made a save before I went up here in case he shows up, so whatever. Let's do this. I love how the game automatically takes control of you here. The Red Wings! Holy shit, it's a game of Advance Wars! Or I guess back at this point it would have been just done Famicom Wars, right? They have beaten us here. Who are they fighting? I'm gonna have to bust through the line! Hang on!
So that's the best idea.
Yeah. Do I have a recommended first? If you like Chrono Trigger, I'm gonna make the most obvious suggestion for the Final Fantasy I think you should try, and that's 6. 6 is at the same level of quality, in my opinion, to Chrono Trigger. It sits alongside Chrono Trigger pretty well as one of the best Super Nintendo RPGs. I do think... this is my spicy take. I've gotten into fights with this. I do think these days 6 is a little overrated. Everybody loves 6. Everybody loves Final Fantasy 6. I get it. I didn't actually play it growing up as a kid. It's very good. I like it. It's not actually one of my favorites. You were screening The Vineyard, which is an 80s horror movie that was written, directed, and starring James Lopan. That's... I've never heard of that. Sounds crazy. Playing video games and showing stupid American Sentai. Oh boy, we're getting some tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills up in here. Nah, everybody loves 6, and it's very good. I would say that's a great one to play if you want to play a Final Fantasy. The thing about Final Fantasy, though, is that you do not have to play them in order. There's no real connection between the games, plot or lore-wise. There's some repeating elements that you'll appreciate as you play more of them and go, oh, cool. Like, if you're a fan of the series and you play more than a few of them, you'll start noticing, oh, hey, there's a few musical motifs that repeat. It's weird to explain, but basically the best way I can describe Final Fantasy is it's an anthology series. every numbered entry is a totally different universe from the last one. They start from scratch and build everything back up from zero to make its own new universe with every game. The only exception to this is when a Final Fantasy is directly stated to be a sequel, like Final Fantasy X-2 or Final Fantasy IV: The After Years. When there's when it's actually stated to be a sequel, then you kind of have to play the first one before whatever sequel you're going to play. But when it comes to the actual numbered series, Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all that, no real connection between the games. It's an anthology. Look at that, our airship got destroyed. We managed to have that longer than the guys in Final Fantasy 3 did, though.
They went through how many airships? Let's see. Now I'm actually gonna count now.
They're going in order for mechanic reasons, at least in the order of the ones you'll play, because you get spoiled by newer game design. It's rough to go back later. I can understand that. Yeah, you'll definitely appreciate the upgrades to the to the system as it goes along. I would not argue that. I will. No Tattooed Alien, guys. Cecil showed that and it made you flashback, so you've been torching with Photon, Vampires, and Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. Okay, I like Cyber Squad. Vampires is a special brand of stupid, though. That's a special brand of stupid. That game makes you appreciate the cheeky writing in Cyber Squad. That's what Vampires does. That sounds like a good afternoon, though, man. I approve of that. But yeah, my one warning, Moosey, personally, you do not have to take my advice. You are free to ignore it. I would say don't bother with Final Fantasy 2, because you'll appreciate the advances in storytelling, the bigger focus on storytelling. You might find the idea of the level up system interesting, but the dungeon design in it is horrible. The level up system, while it's a cool idea, does not really work that well, and it unbalances the entire game. Final Fantasy 2 is usually not considered very fun by most people, myself included. But 3 is fun to play, 4 is fun, 5 is fun, 6 is great, 7 is one I happen to really love. Is the dungeon design Zelda 1 bad? Okay, hold on, I'm gonna throw this at you, because you're comparing two different types of dungeon design. No, I'm just gonna explain to you. So, imagine your dungeon is just a series of random tunnels leading off to various areas, like the sort of maze you'd see on the back of a cereal box, right? With a couple different dead ends and the way out, right? Now, imagine there's multiple floors of these type of mazes that you'll have to go through up and down. Now, imagine that you can find multiple doors at the end of the hallway. Only one is the way out. The others are trap rooms, where you are spawned right in the middle of the room, and there's nothing else in the room. But as you're trying to exit it, you keep getting bombarded with encounters, because these trap rooms have the encounter rate set super high. So every time you go into one of these trap rooms, and there's no way to know which trap room is the correct one. By the way, there's no way to know what's the correct way forward. There's no hint. But imagine that you get spawned in the middle of these trap rooms. The encounter rate is so high that you're going to have 2 to 3 encounters before you can even leave the room. And you have to sit through, honestly, mind-numbing combat anyway. Sounds skippable? Yeah, it's not great dungeon design. There's some cool things Final Fantasy 2 does. There's definitely some credit I can give it. It was the first one to try and have a more in-depth story. It was very dark and moody, especially for the era it came out in, and I respect the hell out of that. That game is not a very happy game. There's a lot of tragedy in Final Fantasy 2. But the dungeon design is what kills that game, honestly. Like at least the battle system is unbalanced in a way where you can make it skippable if you put in the work. But that doesn't make it fun. Because basically the way Final Fantasy 2's system works is you don't have level ups in Final Fantasy 2. Instead, every single individual stat a character has can individually level up. So your HP, your MP, your attack strength, your magic strength, your defenses. There's a stat for every magic, like for fire, ice, lightning, cure. Every single one of them has its own level. Every weapon type has its own level. These levels are silly. I've seen people say that. So here's the thing. I like Final Fantasy II's level up concept in theory. It's a cool idea. The problem is it's not balanced very well. It's not balanced very well, unfortunately. Because you can easily overpower yourself without even meaning to. And it's a sort of balance. Final Fantasy II is balanced in the way where everything's either going to be way too hard or way too easy. There's no in between. You're either going to be getting the crap kicked out of you by everything, or you're going to be just stomping. You're going to stomp every enemy with that. The best 3 can be done horribly, the worst 3 can be done wonderfully. Exactly. And to be fair, Akitoshi Kawazu, the guy who took the reins for Final Fantasy II, Kawazu would go on to make really good video games. I'll talk about some of them in a second, but he would go on to make great things. Final Fantasy II is very much a rough draft, unfortunately. My theory is Square paid good attention to Phantasy Star 1 for Final Fantasy II, thus to focus on story and such, and the fucked up late stage dungeons. I could buy that. There's issues with 2, unfortunately. Phantasy Star 2 also took notes. Oh, man. I love Phantasy Star 1. I'll admit I have not finished any Phantasy Star games I started, but I played a lot of Phantasy Star 1. I really want to... I stopped playing it because I want to stream it. That's why I stopped playing Phantasy Star 1. I want to stream it at some point. I was enjoying it so much that I was like, why am I not streaming this? This is fantastic. I played Phantasy Star 2 a long time ago, way before I played 1. And I played some grind-heavy RPGs. You all know that. I'm a fan of, like, Shin Megami Tensei. I've played some grind-heavy RPGs. Something about the grinding and the dungeon design in Phantasy Star 2 does not vibe with me. I don't get it.
I actually really enjoy Phantasy Star 2.
I know you do. It's different strokes, different folks, you know? I'm not a big fan of Phantasy Star 2.
Well, then again, my favorite Final Fantasy game is Final Fantasy 3, so...
Well, I know you love Final Fantasy 3 as well. I like Final Fantasy 3. I think it's fantastic.
Yes, but I haven't met someone else who says their favorite is Final Fantasy 3.
I know. Well, to be fair, how many Final Fantasy games have you played, actually? Like, 7? You've played 7.
I got through 7. I beat 3.
You've played most of 4.
I was right at the end of 4
Before your save data.
Yeah.
You've played a chunk of 5 at this point.
Yeah, I've played a chunk of 5, and I've played a decent amount of 6.
Yeah.
So I've played a lot of them. I've beaten 2. I was at the end of some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Something about this one.
Something about 3. I think that's cool, though. Having that one be your favorite one's cool.
Despite its problems.
You mean the Crystal Tower.
I'd more point out a specific part of the Crystal Tower. When you reach the Dark World, and you have to go get dark crystals, and you gotta fight the two-headed dragon.
3 has some problems, but 3's good. My favorite's still 4.
That being said,
Try playing it.
Pixel Remastered.
You're gonna play 1 just so you can say 1 is my fave? Dude, I love Final Fantasy 1. You wanna try Final Fantasy Star 2 for PS2? Yeah, I'd like to try the PS2 version if I do Fantasy Star 2 on this. I'll admit, Wirebrain, as much as I love the idea of playing the PS2 remake of 1, I kind of just want to stick to the Switch Ages version that I have. Because that was the version I was playing and I was loving. I don't know if I'll feel the same playing the PS2 version. And hey, if I like it that much, I can play the PS2 version later. But if I do Phantasy Star 2, it will be the PS2 version. On the other hand, Phantasy Star 4, I played a chunk of that one. And I will absolutely play that one without any changes to it whatsoever. That one's great. Anyway, yeah, right here. Here's my actual NES copy of Final Fantasy. Love this version. Final Fantasy 1 is great. I'm stupid, though. I'm stupid because I refuse to play any other version of Final Fantasy except for the NES version. Even though I know the NES version is broken. I know it's got bugs. I know half the spells don't even properly work. I know. I get it. I don't want to upgrade to the fixed versions. I'm sorry. I'm nostalgically attached to the NES game. Yes, I know it gets better if you play the PS1 remake, or the Game Boy Advance remake, or the PSP remake, or the Pixel remaster. I know it gets better. I don't want it to be better. I don't know how to make that any more clear. I don't want Final Fantasy 1 to be better. I'm fine with it the way it is. But yeah, I love Final Fantasy 1. Good game. Very good game. Was released on other 8-bit systems. The only other contemporary version of Final Fantasy 1 that I am aware of is actually on the MSX computer system. That was it. It was released on the NES, and then the MSX version, which I don't think that has an English patch. If it does, that's news to me. But yeah. After that, it would get a port to the Wonder Swan, and that Wonder Swan version would then be converted into the PS1 version, which we would get here on the Final Fantasy Origins collection, where it came with 1 and 2. Then there was the Game Boy Advance Dawn of Souls collection, which had 1 and 2 on it. Then there's the PSP remake, which a lot of people like. You'll go NES, hey, that's fine. And here's the best part about it. You don't have to actually beat any of the games if you don't want to. You can play them until you decide that you're tired of them and you don't want to play them anymore. That's fine. I mean, I've played a lot of these a long time ago. I've made up my mind about most of them. Dawn of Souls is how you first played FF1 and 2. Dawn of Souls is how I was introduced to Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Knight Rider. Welcome in. I had a friend of mine, my best friend at the time, went by Joseph. He had, is that a fucking dinosaur? Are you fighting a dinosaur in Oblivion?
Apparently, I'm getting...
A Clanfear Runt.
I am getting completely annihilated by this thing.
I need to make it clear to everybody, my brother's playing he's playing Oblivion on the other TV. I don't know shit about, Elder Scrolls.
I went into the Oblivion plane.
You're outspoken against expectations like that? Let's see. It's fair, but for me, you know all about Final Fantasy Star 1, so you don't need to really revisit it, but more refined version is good for you. PS2 is unfortunately a great story, hampered by a very short dev time and being very early. Yeah, practically writing like a Sega Master System game. That is the vibe I get off of it. Final Fantasy VII was your intro to the series, lol. You're a pleb. Hey, I'm in the same boat. Earliest memories I have of Final Fantasy was watching my dad play. Yeah, expectations like needing to be. Well, that's the thing for me, Moosey, personally. A lot of the games I play are really old, right? And some of these older video games I like to play were not made with the expectations that everybody who played them would finish them. A great example is something that I have on the Switch now that I plan to stream at some point, because the Switch has a bunch of PC 98 games on it, and I marked the hell out. They have Xanadu on there, and I bought Xanadu, and I will stream it on here at some point. I don't know if I'm ever actually going to beat Xanadu, but I enjoy playing it. I like the historical significance of it, so I will happily stream that for you guys to see it, because it's crazy. Strong enough to beat games of historical, cultural significance that you care for, but it's not necessary yet. Or a fan... Yeah. No, I think Phantasy Star 1 on Sega Master System is the best RPG of the era it came out in, because that's an 80s RPG. And when you look at everything else that came out contemporary to it, Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, Dragon Quest 1, 2, 3, 4. There's others I'm forgetting off the top of my head. Glory of Heracles, does anybody care about that? The first two Megami Tensei games. You look at all that, I think Phantasy Star 1 has a very strong argument for being the best of those 8-bit 80s era RPGs. It's damn good. Games you couldn't beat. 2600, yes! Lots of old arcade games that were endless. I mean, one of my favorite games of all time is Super Pac-Man. I love Super Pac-Man. Hey, hold on. Looks like Leon's doing some sort of a double feature. Okay, that's cool. I'll just go late. But yeah, absolutely no pressure to beat any of these. Just play them, see if you like them. If you get to the end of them, that's cool. If not, whatever. And yeah, like I was going to say to Knight Rider earlier, 7 is actually my earliest memory of the series. I watched my dad play that. And I don't remember if I played 7 before this, but after being introduced to 7, I would be messing around with a Super Nintendo emulator my dad had on his old Windows machine. Back when I first learned what ZSNES was. And that was where I discovered Final Fantasy 2, which is actually 4, 3, which is actually 6, and Mystic Quest. And because I was at the exact right age, I was about 8 or 9 years old when I ran across it, I actually have a massive soft spot for Mystic Quest because it was a beginner entry-level RPG made basically for babies. Yeah, no, that did it jobs for me. That worked. I have major soft spots for Mystic Quest.
I don't know what would have been my introduction to Final Fantasy.
Well, considering you came into this world and your brother was already obsessed with the series,
Uh-huh.
I had most of the games made before 2000.
I know that the one I spent the most time playing was the DS remake of 3.
Yes, you played 3 a lot. You also played 4 on the Game Boy Advance if you had
Yes.
that.
Those were the two I remember playing the most.
Yeah, but also, pretty much for as long as you can remember, I've had the whole thing on... Like, I've had every Final Fantasy on PS1. You know, I have 7, 8, 9. I have the re-releases of 5 and 6. I have this of 4. I don't have Origins. I don't have 1 and 2, but that's because I don't want to play 2, and I don't care for having any other version of 1.
I was trying to play 5 on that,
That PS1 version.
Yes.
Wow, I don't know what's wrong with our PS1 version of, you know, so I have the PS1 release of Final Fantasy 5 and 6. My brother was trying to play 5 via our actual PS1 disc. It is buggy as shit. He tries to save, and the screen becomes a garbled mess of graphics. And at some point, he got farther from the game that I don't think he could progress anymore because the game was glitching out.
It wasn't that. It was the fact that the game loading screen, like when you picked your file to load the game,
Yeah.
was messed up to the point that I couldn't get it to work.
Yeah. So he finally just gave up and restarted the game. He restarted the game from the beginning on the Wii with a fan translation. Were you playing the new one or the old one?
The new one.
You were playing the newer one, so no butts. That cracked me up as a kid playing Final Fantasy V for the first time with that fan translation from 1998. And seeing the main character was named Butts. That's good stuff. Yeah, loves late 90s, the SNES, and Nesticle. Never used Nesticle, which is a fucking hilarious name, but I did use ZSNES. And yeah, I have very fond memories. That's also how I got introduced to Secret of Evermore. I did not play Secret of Mana back then because for whatever reason the file of Secret of Mana we had wouldn't load properly. So I played Evermore instead, and that's where my deep love and appreciation of Evermore came from.
I was playing that one too, but then I couldn't figure out what on earth I'm supposed to do.
I've made it very far into that game. I just haven't played it again recently.
I don't want to say anything in case someone hasn't played it.
I started
problem.
streaming it too, and then I stopped. I'm really bad about starting things and then stopping streaming them. I have video game ADHD.
I don't know how to explain where I am in the game without
Alright,
spoiling stuff.
is everyone alright? Yeah, but my baby took a hell of a beating. She might go down any minute. Let's set her down. Oh hey, there's a castle. That's lucky. I love that intro. It's so grand. Rally ho! King Kiat rules this castle. Kiat? Kiat? Golbez is evil! You, I don't know. Go see King Gaiet. I'm gonna call him Gaiet because I don't like the other pronunciation I came up with for reasons. I'm Luca. My dolls disappeared. Have you seen them? Rally ho is a dwarven greeting. I love the dwarves.
I'm so
Together now. 1, 2, 3. Rally ho! King Gaiet is waiting.
This whole under
Rally ho no. Yeah, rally ho no. Important room. Gotcha.
this entire.
Alright, let's go talk to the dwarf king first.
Favorite arrow that you save.
Did I should save? Oh right, because when you talk to him, it starts that
Yes. Save.
it starts that battle almost immediately. Gosh, I almost forgot about that. I got my ass kicked the first time I did that.
It's not an easy battle.
And considering what my levels are like here, you find it easier to keep enthusiasm sampling most games, and doing some full playthroughs. Star Control is easy to keep enthusiasm the whole play. Yeah, that's kind of what I have to do sometimes. If I just stop and go, yeah, I'm bored, I do stop playing things sometimes.
I think now that Kane has the Blood Lance, it should make a lot of battles a lot easier.
Maybe. If I have to do some level grinding before I can beat this, it's fine.
Because, at least in 3,
You know, now that we're in the Underworld, I believe this calls for a change in background, right? I haven't messed with this, I haven't messed with this the entire game. Hold on. That is a disgusting shade of green. There we go. It was time for an appropriate change of menu color, right? All right.
I don't know how overpowered the Blood Lance is in this game, but in 3, if you have a Dragoon equipped with 2 Blood Lance, he's practically invincible.
2 Blood Lance? 2 fame?
2 fame.
2 fame.
2 fame.
Dwarven items are mysterious. Too mysterious for humans? I'll be the judge of that. Valley ho no, important room. Okay. Okay, items. I think I'm pretty well done on items.
By the way, I finally got to the point of actually being able to beat the Necro Dragon in 3. You know, the fight you're not supposed to be able to beat.
Yeah,
Nothing happened. It's just fun.
I'm not surprised.
I mean,
600 gil per net. I'm fine. I don't need to stop there yet.
I beat it, but nothing happened. It was a little bit of a disappointment.
All right. Well then.
I'm also at the point where nothing challenges me anymore, which is also.
Let's go talk to King Gaiet. Rally ho! King Gaiet, ruler of the Underworld.
Oh no, another one.
Thank you for welcoming us. My name is Cecil. State your business. We've come in search of the Dark Crystals, like the others, but not on the same side. Where are the Dark Crystals? Have they been taken? They took 2. Only 2 remain. One step too late. The castle's crystal is still safe. It's still safe. I can speak. The castle's... Shut up. The castle's crystal is still safe. Our tanks fought them off. Yes, we saw your tanks fighting against the airships on our way here. Airships? The overworld makes incredible things. Hard battle for our tanks. Can you help us with your airships? We need to repair her first. The bombardment really busted her good. We can help fix. She won't last in the heat of all this lava anyway. For now, I'm gonna make temporary fixes, then fly back up to the surface and gather some mithril to armor her better. Sid? Let's button up and relax. I'll be back in a jiffy. Be careful, Sid. You're not falling for me, are you, Rosa? Sid left the party. King Gaiet, the crystal in the castle. Where is it? In the safest place. Hidden behind my throne. Young? Someone is spying on us. Come out. Perhaps it was your imagination? I definitely sense a presence, Ed. Open the door!
Wait, they can find missing dolls.
It's locked. Yip-ho-ho! Dolls? Stop them.
He's just standing there.
Stop them.
So this is why you keep losing.
Stop them. You know, people like to complain about people stopping and taking turns in RPGs. I'm gonna complain about this game, people stopping and taking turns outside of combat. Yeah. Guess who? We're Calabrinas. We're cute, and we're scary. Love to kill. Let's take their heads. Yeah, gift for Golbez. Yippo! Oh, they're secure too. Poisoned. Confused. Double status. Unite! Uh-oh. Oh. Knew it was too good to last, right? Hold on. Oh, do I not have haste? That's okay. You bitch. Cecil, that's your wife. I can really just vibe out to the music the whole time. There we go. No match for me. Ow, big bully. But Golbez now knows he's gonna get ya. Golbez! Huh? Our paths cross again. Golbez, I commend you for finding your way to the underworld. To reward your efforts, I shall tell you why I am collecting the crystals. The 8 crystals of light and dark are the keys to reactivating the Tower of Babel, which leads to the moon. The moon? The moon? The moon? Legends say the moon possesses power beyond our comprehension. I only need one more crystal to realize my dream. You've been a great aid to my quest. Now, prepare for your final reward. Such is your power. I expected more. Dude, you give me like one turn. Open your eyes. And taste true terror. Shadow, come forth. Shadow. Hey guys, I think this might be a scripted sequence. What do you think? Farewell, Cecil. Ooh. Dragon. Shadow, destroyed by mist. You okay? You can move now. That voice. Hold on. Fuck's sake, Goldes. I should have used his cure too. Yeah, well, we're kind of losing quick here. Let's try to scramble myself back to health. Impossible! There we go. Back getting your dinner. Did you call it creepy mecha baby? Yup! Wasn't even that hard. Nearly died on the rebound from Golbez, but that's more because I didn't immediately start reviving my party. Because I'm stupid. Anyway. Speaking of stupid, you already watched the party do something really stupid? We did it! We've defeated Golbez! Rydia, what happened to you? Leviathan took me to the land of summons, a world where all the summoned monsters live. We became friends during my stay. I learned a lot there. I can't use white magic anymore, but I've grown stronger as a summoner. Time flows differently there, so maybe I've aged faster. That explains why you look all grown up. Cecil, who is she? The girl we found in Mist. Fortune favors us indeed. Rydia, we owe you our lives. Thank you. You don't have to thank me. The Queen of the Summons told me. A great force is secretly at work. We must confront it together. Yay! Rydia's back! I cannot perish! Oh, he turned into a hand. Stop him.
Cecil.
Cecil, stop him.
Stop him.
Cecil.
Cecil, why are you just
Cecil,
watching
stop.
this?
Stop him.
Look, I know it's weird that a hand is moving, but stop it.
The fact that the event that happened here is so stupid. Cecil just had to stop and go, what the fuck? The crystal! I have to wonder if that cutscene's handled any better in the DS version. We might find out someday. Forgive me, Golbez has taken the crystal. One crystal left. We must protect. Yes, where can we find it? In the sealed cave in the southwest, where Golbez is now heading. Worry not, he cannot enter without the key. I have a request. Anything. After all, we lost a crystal to Golbez. Request you retrieve the 7 crystals in the Tower of Babel. I presume it will be fortified by Golbez's forces. It won't be easy. My plan. Our tanks will distract them. You sneak in. You seize the crystals. Now or never, before Golbez returns from the sealed cave. What do you think? A large force might be waiting. It's a risk. As they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Like Gaius said, now might be our only chance. Alright. We'll go to the tower to retake the crystals. Excellent! Exit is at bottom of the castle whenever you are ready. Good luck! How dare they use my dolls for something like that? I really do have... I have always loved the dwarves. They're great. We have tanks for defense. We won't lose so easily. The underworld's a great place to live. Rally here with us. The king loves Luca. So did the queen. If I recall correctly, Luca actually becomes a playable character in the After Years. I've never played the After Years. I hear it's not great. But frankly, I have a modded Wii. I might as well play the After Years. I can make it run. I know how to. So, am I allowed to go to the important places? Yes, I am. Dwarven armor is thick. Too thick for humans to move in. Dwarven weapons are heavy. Too heavy for humans.
I'll be the judge of that.
Let's see, what do they got? Dwarf axe. Great bow. Why are the darkness arrows so cheap? Alright. Flame sword. Already have that. Fire spear. Is the fire spear better than the blood spear? I find that hard.
Maybe in raw power.
But the blood spear also shot his strength up to 99.
Yes, I was gonna say maybe in power, but also
The blood spear has the absorbability, right?
So probably not.
Well,
The Dwarven axe might be better than the sword.
hold on. Yeah, 400 gil. That makes more sense. I'm gonna buy a bunch of these. And I'll buy 1 dwarven axe. And, well, okay, hold on. Do I have anything I can sell that I don't want? Actually, I'm gonna have to sort my inventory. Here we go. Hey, my inventory's not full. See? But I can probably sell at least some of these things. Oh, Rydia, hold on. I got something for you. Wait, you already have a whip. Damn it! I tried to be prepared. Fuck! Alright, do I have any better gear for her to use then, at least? I should at least have a feather that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just probably boost actual.
Well, yeah, but she's a summoner, so her magic should be what is prioritized. Alright, let's see here. Yeah. Boosts his defense, but it doesn't do much.
Well, that was a dwarf axe.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I don't have the flame spear on him right now. Now for the dwarf axe.
Yeah, that was really spending more defense.
Yep.
But I know for a
Yang is still KTFO'd.
before you leave this room, there's somewhere you should go.
Hold on. Alright, let's find about the fire spear.
It's a major boost in defense, but
Yeah, it's all defense boosts. Yeah, that's an objective upgrade. Before I start buying things, I'm gonna actually sell some stuff I really don't need. Wind Spear is gone. Regular clothes, gone. Prisoner clothes, gone. Gaia gear, gone. Fire spear, gone.
probably don't need that. I think Kane is already carrying it.
Yep. Alright, and now... Well, Cecil's already got flame stuff, but that might be better for Kane. I like the fact that this armor you might have missed in the previous dungeon shows up in the next town as a, as stuff you can buy. That's smart. That's smart design. Alright, let's see how this looks. Where's the fire stuff? Oh, okay, yeah, hold on. Yep, that's an objective upgrade.
Honestly, I'd give Kane the strength normally.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hold on. Yep, that worked. Hold on, come over here. Somebody bring Yam's body over here. Yeah, this is probably better. I like overall. This is better armor. Okay.
Okay, before you leave the room, walk over to that behind that pillar.
I will in a second, but first, there are things we can do. Found dwarf something. That better not have been another dwarf axe.
It was. Yes.
Oh, god damn it.
No, you love it when video games do that.
Okay, guy that wants to use this treasure well. Okay. Is there any treasure in any of this? You lied to me. Found strength. Okay, hold on. Found hourglass. There we go. That's some good stuff.
This is the way forward.
The
It's also-
Great One can carry a lot of stuff. Yes, the fat chocobo. Hold on. Oh, I bought more
I think there's
geishas.
the range right there.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I know I bought more geishas. Okay, whatever. You guys keep your greens down here.
They keep the greens in high.
Take those. Fat Chocobo, you're rude. Here, it's the bird of the gods. I'm gonna keep calling him the fat fuck. If the king's okay, then I'll open it for you. So that's the way out. We dwarves are strong, but we still bleed. This is the infirmary. I'm getting better. Man, wasn't the devs room in somewhere around here? Okay. 600 gil per night. Yeah, let's rest up and we'll, Ugh. Man, that popping noise is just getting worse.
Yes, I was trying to tell you he's behind the pillar in the armor room.
Yeah, I know. Anyway. Rally Hip Hop. Always fighting, never dancing. I like dancing more than fighting. I rarely gotta dance. What the funky hell is this dumb shit? Just finished a run you were on in Wizard of Legend? Awesome! I've went starting with the Berserk Seal and Smart Contract? Nice! We're watching a dwarf dance. Blech! And I think he just threw up. I'm really sick. Yeah, we just watched a dwarf dance. We're in the dwarf castle. They just had their crystal stolen by Darth Vader.
Something there.
Hold on, there it is. Here we go. Here's a fun secret. The developer's room. Yeah, newbie. I'm so tired. I want my own desk. I didn't steal anything. No vacation, right, Mr. S? Sakaguchi, right there. He's the weirdly colored red chocobo. Where? How's it going? Too easy. I'm Taka, the daughter. You like the monsters I designed? I'm the only girl here. My final work. Music room. Yeah, like my sounds? Sound effect. Hey, Uematsu's a naming way. That's awesome. Like the music? I forgot all about that. Time to play. They should have made it, if they have all these harps in here, they should have made it so like each harp plays like a different song when you interact with it. Good luck finishing. The fact that they hid the developer room, like, right here, early on in the game, right? The nap room. You all saw that, right? Do I even have to say what that said? You all saw it. Keep working, it says. Cute girls, hey, I'll help you guys. Kitokita joined the party. Please take me with you. No more work. Ah, no. Crunch. Just to make that clear to everybody, we did in fact look at this shelf in the developer room, and we found porn.
Okay, so I think if you wander around in there, eventually you might actually do get in a fight with something.
Yes, there's a random develop. Oh, Ito, first strike. Why'd you wake me up? I was about to sleep. Cute. Oh, Yoshi. I'm gonna become a daddy. Good for you. Cool, huh? Later. Ah, Beck, you missed it. No. It's fine. It's fine. We just went downstairs. We're in the developer's room right now, right? Which is hidden like halfway through the game. You can get here if you go behind a pillar. And we went downstairs. And we checked this bookshelf, and we found something very specific. I'll just let you see. Y'all want me to use it, don't you? Y'all want me to use that item, right? Y'all want to know what it does, right? Well, hold on. I love the overworld music here, it's great. Or underworld music, I guess. There we go. Alright. We gotta do it. For the stream. Wait, what? Can I not use it on the overworld?
I don't know.
Hold on. Okay, let's just find a good corner to hide away with this. Hold on. There we go. Right here. And that's it. it's gone from our inventory. So there you go. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna do the morally correct thing. Reload, and let the fat fuck hang on to it. What? It's the morally correct thing to do. It is always the correct thing to do. I never looked at that book. I never looked at that book in my life. Did he just eat it? I think the implication is just that he looked at it. I think the implication is just that he looked at it. Oh, yeah, right. I have to use the X button while I'm on this screen because it doesn't actually save my controls.
No.
Oh, you can give me that sword.
It's mine.
What are you gonna do with that sword? You gonna execute me? That's silly. But why did it disappear? Hey, he used it. Ah, come on. I'm so used to pressing the circle button for confirm that I keep accidentally backing out of the screen with circle. It's X until I'm in the game. Actually, before that, Falco, you want to... I don't think that's how that works. Actually, before I reload and continue the adventure, let me reload earlier before I went underground. Because, underground, I can't get back up to the surface yet. So, weirdly enough, despite this game being released in, like, 1992, 91, I forget exactly when, but on the Super Nintendo. Despite that, I gotta be real, the devs were interesting with this one. I don't remember if you remember back at the start, Falco. Yeah, let's just land my ship on top of the town. Yeah. But, the devs had some fun with this one, because a lot of towns on the overworld, you can find girls that look like this, right? You can find devs that look like this. That map is awesome. Alright, but you can find girls like this, and when you talk to them, stuff happens. Let's see, right here. Wow, you look so good now. You used to be so glum as a Dark Knight. Watch your sprite carefully. Falco, would you care to explain what she just did?
You are all weirdos.
Pot calling the kettle black there, huh? Anyway. How are we doing tonight? Doing alright. So yeah, Falco, care to explain what just happened there? So, yeah. In each of the towns you go to in this game, you can find these random girls who will do dances for you. Sometimes it's not just the random girls. There's the one in Mysidia who, when she dances for you, your character falls asleep, and when he wakes back up, he's been transformed into a pig. Because everybody in Mysidia hates you. Because you're, you kind of killed everyone at the start of the game. Hayden. That's not the rollback they meant, is it? This one back here is the one that gets me.
That was just disappointing.
You didn't sign up for any of this. I had a bad experience this morning. Unrelated to it, I would like to tell you a horror. I would like to tell you a horror story in 2 photos. This is what I get. Yes, yes, Billy. Very, very similar. I don't know if Falco's there anymore. He stopped responding. And the whole reason I restarted from this point was to show him something. So hold on. Is there anything else I can show you that's going to crack you up? Wait. Boobies. I really want to extend that slightly so it includes Optimus saying amazing at the start. I feel like that would really sell it. Just instead of just being boobies, it's Optimus going amazing boobies. Right? I'm gonna make it fun here. You can put the sword away now. It's like Neon having some sort of a movie night. I don't know what. Hundreds of peepers. Oh, there it is. It's watching Firefox and Iron Eagle. That's a good double feature. Iron Eagle rules. No idea why we made an emote of David Arquette from a movie nobody knows. I respect it. Let's try it out. You think this desert has anything good in it?
I think there's actually some decent enemies.
Decent as in...
I think some of them are very young.
These are just the baby rocks.
Definitely armor running into better enemies.
You know what's funny? The scan ability in the original Super Nintendo translation, it was localized as peep. Oh, that doesn't sound right. What if I kill its babies? Can't say I'm familiar with that, but I respect that you made it. Yeah, I think Falco left after he saw the other thing. That's alright. I wanted him to come in here so I could show him the pass and what it's for, but I think he got mistaken because he came in at the right time to see the see us finding the smut in the developer's room, and he assumed that's what it was. That was not the thing. There was way more. It's fine though. Well, let's continue with the story, and I'll go get it some other time. The underworld.
My favorite place in the entire game.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go give that thing we got to the fat fuck for safekeeping. Enter Fat Chocobo. Hey buddy, can you hold on to this for me? Thanks.
Unfortunately, this is not Final Fantasy 3, so there's no real reason to carry around two your things.
But that would be pretty awesome if you could. Alright, now it's time to continue the game.
Well, actually, you should go all the way to the other tower. There's always treasure in the second tower.
I forgot there was a second tower.
But do you think this castle just has one tower?
No, I forgot. Welcome back, Sayla. Oh, Well's over here too. You missed us going into the developer's room and finding the smut hidden on the bookshelf. Is the overworld full of evil? Golbez has retreated. All's well. Alright. Other tower. Running Golbez too? Then take this treasure.
I definitely remember there being items to these.
I am jamming the interact button as hard as I can. Found Bacchus. Not even good items. Naming way, what the fuck are you doing in here? High potion. Black belt. Looking for yawn. Ether. Well, hello, do you wish to change your name? Nah, I'm fine. I could change the entire party's names if I wanted to. I could do that too. If I wanted to. Alright. Give that black belt thing to Pyong though, because that's bound to be better than what I currently have him with. Yep, that's an objective improvement. And now we set off for our adventure. Alright, in we go. Take care. Watch over the big cannons in the Tower of Babel. Federal monsters are fearsome. Be careful. Found cabin, cabin, cabin. Just whole ass cabins in those treasure chests.
They're doors.
I'm brave, but you're even more brave. Or am I stupid? The strongest of the fearsome force in the Tower of Babel.
Some would say that is the same thing.
Come back in one piece. He who fights and runs away lives to see another day. There, cowards. You sneak him while we distract him with our tanks. Inside is the water of life. Straight before you go. Ah, yes. Have some water of life. tripping out, right? Alright.
Your overworld theme is great and all, but this is my favorite theme. No, it's mine.
Oh, it's mine.
I paid for this. It's mine.
Oh, you know how much that costs?
Yeah. No, I paid for it.
Did you name this guy again? Yes, that's correct. I just suddenly looked down and saw him in the box in front of the TV. Found Aiden's little beanie baby dragon. His name is Bahamut. That's what Aiden named him.
Why is his name Bahamut? Because it was the only mystical dragon I knew the name of.
Yeah, you named this thing when you were like 5 years old. You got this? You're all...
And besides, it doesn't have several heads, so it can't be T-Man.
you got this, and we were like, look at that, you got this really cool little dragon beanie baby. What are you gonna call it? And little 5-year-old Aiden just goes, Bahamut. Alright, so here we go.
Do you want Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Dark Bahamut?
Dark Bahamut.
Yes, I'll take Squirtle then.
Back attack. Dark Imps. Bitch move, game.
Fries are completely light.
I also just noticed that Rydia's in the exact wrong spot on the, yeah, hold on. Thought to adjust that, too.
Back when we were buying equipment, I was going to tell you there ain't any actual reason to buy any equipment for Cecil.
Well, there wasn't any equipment to buy for him, that was the thing.
No, I just noticed you bought the Jordan Max.
Yeah, I was hoping Sid would be able to use it later. Anyway. Order.
Love Lance is a lot more overpowered than it is It looks like it's doing almost the exact same damage that is out. In 3, it does a small portion of the damage though.
That was not what I meant to do. Oh, she learned Cure 3. That's cool. I should have bought more high potions. I might, yeah, I think I need to head back. Hold on. I went the wrong way. No. Give me just a second. There we go. And now our quest begins again. Prayer unanswered. Well, ain't that typical.
Yeah, she only do exact same damage.
Alright. Okay, there we go. We got another level up out of that. Hell yeah, first strike. I'll take that. There we go. Ha! I didn't even take a step. Gamera is on the Mountain Dew Code Red bottles? Really? There we go. There it is. There we go. Got a free high potion out of the deal. Nice. They're working on it. Alright, sneaking in. Look at me before I sneak in. You gotta remember to save. Posted it in Zinema. Okay, I will take a look at that real quick while we're saving our game. That's cool. I like that. Okay. Alright, let's begin the Tower of Babel. The music here is great. Ooh, found ice. Found ice. I feel like the game is giving me hints. Bam, dog. Is this why they wanted me to get the ice equipment?
It's also just straight up better, but
Yeah, hold on. I'll get it.
by a lot.
If Godzilla has Dr. Pepper, the camera is Pepsi. I dig it. Alright. Let me see here.
That one is the ice sword.
those? 40 of them.
I
Alright.
can find the equipment on a higher floor.
So in other words, Cecil having the flame sword probably isn't a great plan. Not for those anyway. At least this is a chance of casting sleep. Alright, going up the floor. Found bandana. Alright, there we go. A little tougher than before, but as long as I keep persevering, I'll level up. Okay. Oh, they're gonna...
These rooms have high encounters.
I'm not surprised.
Although I think, unless you wander around for this, you usually only run into 2 encounters. Sometimes not even 2. There we go. Confirming intruder alert. Alert. There we go. You got the ice spear. Question is, will let you have what's here? What lands? This one.
I mean,
The defense.
it's more handy for the fire type enemies in here, like the Flame Man.
Yeah. Usually those things are flame guards. Which make a little bit more sense. Do you think the Bubble Knight does drop his defense, but given how much HP you're still with your enemies?
Oh boy, a Chimera.
Yeah, as I remember, don't use elemental attacks. Like magic. That's one. Yeah. He absorbs some.
Dice brand.
Adds what's how much his attack deals up compared to the sword she's been using.
Alright.
That way.
Fuck. Yes, I'm sure that helps you. Bomb. Bombs. You're already leveled up. Hell yeah. cat claw. Yep. Alright. Yep. Learn Dispel. That's the one. On the potion.
Oh, here.
On the potion. More high potions for everybody. Another round. Alright, continuing up. Ah, yep, there was a treasure over there. I didn't know. Wait a second.
Now you can go through there and talk about going up before.
Okay, life.
That's two treasure over there.
Okay, hold on.
And I think I should know where most of the treasure sources are in this area and how much I have to run across in the park. I was planning on just some murder. Like, seriously, I was running all across the tower of battle for hours.
You were dead.
I just found out that the treasure route I was using, they just somehow managed to mess up. what was
Some
supposed to
doesn't.
happen.
Some doesn't flag. That's the problem. There we go. confused. There we go. Okay, now we can go up the floor. Found Archer. Ah, it's a bow, okay. Nice. Found Notice. Awesome. I've decided I'm giving Kane the Ice Spear. He's just not doing enough damage against the fire enemies in here. I don't have the Ice Claw on me. Besides, Young's actually pulling his own weight. Oh wait, I do have the Ice Claw. Why do I have that? I did not recall putting it on me. Anyway. It's fine because Young's still killing most enemies with one hit. Here we go. There we go. See, that's better. And now Young's gonna knock this last guy the hell out. Well, in one sense. Literally not a threat. Poor floor.
That was a saber, actually. Pretty sure that was a saber.
Hold on, we'll find out. Yep, okay. In other words, time for a cabin. There we go. Dun dun dun. Okay, and now, Nice.
There's a room in here that is completely empty. I don't know why. But it's that very last room. Down the corner. This is probably the ice farm that I remember.
Yeah. Not putting that on Cecil. Because, you know, the thing with the ice armor might resist. Well, no, the ice armor might heal, but, like, the flame armor's resisting anyway, so it's like, whatever. There we go.
I'm pretty sure fire weapons and fire armor resist cold, and ice armor resist fire. You said made it sound like fire armor.
Well, yeah, it was dealing less damage. Like, I was watching it happen. Whatever. Yeah, summons up a Naga. Everybody dies instantly and everybody just looks at it. There we go, you got him leveled up. Got the ice shield.
This last ring is empty. I don't know why. There's nothing here.
Interesting.
Now, I don't know if maybe there's something there. Head back in the game.
No idea.
But there's nothing there.
Actually, yeah, I think it might have something to do with when Edge shows up in your party.
Yes, the character I constantly forget that he is even in this game.
Yeah.
I don't even remember why you have to go hit him in the first place.
Ugh. go. Everybody's been topped off, and another battle. You know what? No. Alright. 4, 5. Yes. Really? My potion. I thought that bridge over there was going to be the way forward, but I was clearly wrong. Ow. Ow. Well, that went badly. Locked, okay. Seventh floor. Another save room. Not gonna look that gift horse in the mouth. We're definitely finishing this tower tonight. That's the main thing I'm gonna do. I don't want to deal with that anymore. Oh my gosh. No, DM, I am not going to fight your encounter. Ah, yes, I know this spot.
Have a safe trip, Master Rubicant.
Not to worry. Evelyn has been decimated along with his ninjas. Take care of things until I return.
The Goldbats and Rubicant are gone. Time to party.
What's with him?
Who's there? Cecil, how'd you get up here?
Thought you had a bad time, eh? Your buddy Rubicant's gone. Whatever will you do now?
Yeah, disrespecting me, you nincompoop. Though I'm not one of the four fiends, I, Dr. Luque, am the brains of Gomez's operation. On my honor, I will protect this tower.
That's a laugh.
I've heard enough of you. My great creation will shut your pie hole soon enough. Belknap, attack! Ouch, you big oaf! Over there! Beat him up! Show no mercy!
Resilient little bastard.
You need more oil!
Oil! Oil! Wow.
Take it! Okay, time to get serious! No more games! Transform! Engine!
Lugaborg. Give me that. Give me the things I can check the spell book real quick. Alright, I can do the spell book. spell book. Okay, Esuna can cure all of those ailments. Okay, awesome. Gonna have to go one in time though. What the fuck? Yeah, I saw that. Okay. Guy kind of sucks in his job. I don't remember what that does.
I think that's when it spawns. All you need to do is wait for them.
Well, they got hit there and they didn't wake up. Okay, he's dead. Alarm, unicorn, effect expires after battle or when attacked. Okay. Got some decent experience points off that. Power key.
You're too late. The Tower of Babel connects the underworld and the overworld, and Rubicontosaur take over and all the crystals to the surface, and my super cannons will blow the dwarves away. I win. I win.
The dwarves are in danger. We must stop the cannons. What are we waiting for? Let's go. And now we go back downstairs. Really?
Next up is safe.
I'm going to. Alright. Pretty get leveled up, hell yeah. Yeah, I should have enough time to finish up this tower before, around 1 in the morning. We should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, we should be fine to finish this up. That's cool though, because I wanted to get this dungeon out of the way.
However, because you have saved, right at the last piece of dialogue at the end of this cutscene, hold up when you press it just to see if I was talking about it earlier.
I'll see if I can make it work.
all you need to do is hold up when
I'm cycling my save slots as well.
you have. You just need to be holding up while you close the last dialogue box.
Alright. Oh, I've never seen the Medusa before. That's cool.
Yeah, it tends to use a. It tends to use
On the whole party.
no, one at a time. And as I remember, Petrification has to hit like 4 times for it to actually petrify someone.
Which means that the only effective petrify guys are ones who are already fast.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to fight anymore.
Stop running, just walk. I know it's slower, but in the long run, it's faster.
Alright, here we go. Locked. I have the key. Super cannons. Killing dwarves is fun! You cowards.
What's that? How did you get in here? Kill him!
You can see the real life.
Yes, I'm sorry. I was expecting to fight something scary. No, it's just a bunch of imps.
Destroy the controls! Nothing can stop the cannons now!
Damn it! Yeah, what are you doing? Leave this to me. Go! No! It's gonna blow! Go! Young!
I think any button will close it, so just at the last dialogue, hold up.
Cecil, everyone, I thank you. Open the door! Young! Please don't do this! Tell my wife I will always be with her. Young! Farewell.
Work.
No, it didn't. The door is broken. And you gotta have the random encounter. You couldn't turn the random encounters off to have it be a somber moment.
Or, just replace the entire music
Exactly.
for your departure from the tower.
Well, there we go. Young is dead. Pass the ketchup, Kim. Jim. Slim Jim Kim. Anyway.
This is just one. That death scene and the door actually saying the door's broken sort of triggered the final event.
Well, I have to go back down the tower now, right?
Yes.
Not back up. Where Rubicante appears.
You can't do anything else.
Okay.
In order to go through, there's a bit more story that has to be done because you have to have Edge in your team when you go back up for the second time.
Well, I know that Edge has been in my team. I thought he joined your team in the tower.
No.
Anyway.
Find him in a cave somewhere.
Okay.
Don't know why. That's where you find him.
Freaking Edge. Worst character in the game.
He was the worst character in the game. I don't even remember
Smug,
who's in the game.
smug jackass who hits on Rydia. Nobody hits on Rydia. Leave my daughter alone.
I almost never remember Edge's name. Yep, there we go.
Okay, cool. You never cease to amuse me. Golbex! When the cat is away, the mice will play. The game ends now.
Run! Run! Run!
Run, bitch, run! I didn't realize that bridge was supposed to be that high up. Ooh, he doesn't get any closer than that. Sid. Where's Yang? He sacrificed himself to save the dwarves. We've lost another good man. And who is she? Rydia. She's a summoner of mist. Ah, persistent runts. Can we shake them? I don't know. They've definitely upgraded the red wings. They're catching up. Doggone it. Is it time for the actual stupidest moment of the game? Engine's not gonna last. Cecil, take over. Sid, where are you going? Once she flies out here to the surface, I'm gonna seal the entrance with this bomb. Wait. Oh yeah, return to Baron afterward and talk to my men. Sid, take good care of Cecil. And tie them out already. Have a whole mess of kids. They have one. I can do one kid. That's all you get. No, there has to be another way. Sid, please don't. Hey, I'm Uncle Sid to you, lassie. Remember, head for Baron immediately.
Sid, couldn't you have just thrown the bomb?
I don't even know what he tried to do here. Now this is what I call going out with a bang.
Sid, you are a madman.
That's why we love him.
You've been trapped in a... You should have been put in a padded room years ago.
Sid, why? Everyone rushing towards death.
Okay, guys. We need to head to Baron.
Let's head to Baron.
That ship is not going to stay in the air long. Also, the mountains just look completely normal now. Bye. Lights on town again.
And with that, I think I'm gonna call it for the evening. Oh man, that was fun. We got to do the whole little underworld section. Like the whole thing in one go. That's awesome. Didn't have to wander around doing grinding for the first part of the stream. There we go. That was a good stream of Final Fantasy. That was a good... Oh, hey, Falco. Hold on. I can actually show you something now. And then it's just like, I'm leaving. Why don't you go to your room, Junior? Me and Uncle Famicom have some important business to discuss. If you're going to play BMX Triple X again, I'm going home. Alright, so Falco, I have a very easy thing to show you. I'm going to save my game here. But because I have to go prepare the ship right now, I'm just going to reset the game and show you from there. So hold on a sec. Before we end for the night, I got to show you something. Consider this a small bonus, everybody who's still watching. So, Falco, you've seen the dancing girls that are in the game, right? In the various towns you can talk to. I showed you that earlier when I was streaming the game. What if I told you they put a secret area in the game that brings that to its natural conclusion? You're gonna want to see this. Let's see, it's this saves from a couple hours ago, and I pressed the wrong button again. Oh, it's that asshole, Edge.
Well, clearly the people here also thought he was a,
Clearly, he doesn't own an air fryer. Alright, where's Troya?
I don't think anyone owns an air fryer.
Have you seen some of the stuff in this game? It wouldn't be that out of place for somebody in Final Fantasy to own an air fryer.
All we see is normal furnace.
Here we go. So, Falco, allow me to introduce you to the city known as Troya. It is a town ruled by women. That is the whole idea here. It's a beautiful, idyllic area. I actually own an air fryer. But yes, it's a town governed by women. And yet, contrary to what you might expect from that statement, if we go into town here... Here we go. Welcome to Troya. Trees and waters abound in Troya. We've got an old man watching girls in the lake from a spot in the bush. Oh, you want to join us? Oh, for Pete's sake, go put on some trunks. Where is that old codger? Your husband? Oh, he's peeping on the women in the bush. Go away, can't you see I'm sunbathing? If we go to the inn... No, not the inn? Okay. The inn's just a regular old inn. Great. So is it this place the pub? Yes. Okay. The air's good, the food's good. I love this place. Live a long life, I say. I'll take this place over heaven any day. Your priorities might be screwed up, sir. Okay. Yeah, I finally had to sit at the counter. The ladies here always look damn good. Stella! I love you! Gah! Why does this shit always happen to me? I don't know why, but all these years later, that guy screaming, Stella, I love you, sticks out in my head. Just, you talk to some random dude, like I'm like 9 years old playing this, 10, 9, I don't know, and I just talk to this guy who just goes, Stella! I love you! And I'm like, who the fuck is Stella? Come, I'll take good care of you. What, you have a problem? Well, you're kind of cute, you know? Like, you kind of look like royalty. Why, thank you. Can I talk to the lady behind the counter? Hold on. Give me a holler if you want something. Alright. You starting to get a feel for the vibe of this place yet, Falco? Let's go upstairs. Let's see if you really catch on yet. Hope you carry a fat wallet, mister. It's all high rollers from here on, if you know what I mean. Shoo, you don't belong here. Sure, I'll buy you anything. Bring me a fur coat next time. That nasty geezer messes with my Jenny, I'm gonna... Oh yeah, I have to go pick up the food. This geezer keeps babbling on about all his stupid adventures. Boring. And lo, I thrust my blade into the imp and struck it down. You can't talk to that person in the corner. You can't scream at the fire, though. Alright, so... Hold on. So you might have noticed there's this guy over here in the corner of the room we can talk to. May I see your pass, please? I don't have a pass. I forgot to talk to this lady over here, though. Oh, she's selling something. What she got? A pass that you can buy for an obscene amount of cash. I don't know anybody who would even bother to do that. There's way better things to spend your cash on in this game. You got armor and weapons. You got items to stock up on. There's a lot of instances where you could just get completely screwed over by not buying the right armor at the right time, you know? You want to make sure you're prepared. You want to make sure you're buying good armor. At the time you can get here, you can already get to the forest where you find the mithril armor, which is a great thing to have, right? Anyway, if you excuse me, I have to go talk to the fat fuck for a moment. Where is he? Do I not have that guy show green on me? Hold on. Why am I walking this way? Hold on. Come here. Black Chocobo. I'm busy. Piss off. Give me just a second. I need to buy 1 green, please. Yeah. 1 greens, please.
Alright. Where is this one?
Oh, it's right here. Right in the... It's not here. Where'd it go?
Where's the green? Where's the green?
It was right here. Red, have you seen the green?
What?
Oh, that's just great. Red's high. Anyway, now, hold on. I had to come back here and do something very specific with the Fat Chocobo, if you'll give me just a second. It's very important. Hi, Fat Chocobo. Yeah, can you? I'm gonna need this back. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna need that pass back. Let's take another black Chocobo back. Anyway, so now that we have the now that we have our pass that I totally didn't spend 1,000 gil on to buy earlier in the game.
No, it's not 1,000 gil. That was 10,000.
Yeah, 10,000 gil. I didn't spend that amount of money on the pass at any point, I swear. But now that we have the pass, thank you. Please enjoy. hey, Falco. The Court of Kings. So let's see here. Haven't you got better things to do than to hang out here? Hey, don't you call me out, Debs. You're the one who programmed this room. Enjoy the show. All right, you ready for this, Falco? If he had the Mystic Quest Shrug emote, I feel like he would have done that there, right? You know the one I'm talking about. Hey, come on. So, funny enough, none of the dancers in this game are anywhere near as lewd as the dance in Final Fantasy V. Just because of how that ends. And yet, if you want to get to the piano, you have to do it. Oh, they left the door open. Eek! Get out of here, you pervert! This is the dressing room! Is there anything in here?
No, the pass is useless, you idiot.
You mean I spent 10,000 gil to go here? Yeah, enjoy the show. Oh, it just starts it again. Well, whatever. There you go. A totally good use of your time that the devs thought to put into the game very thoughtfully. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. You gotta wonder why they didn't have those in Final Fantasy VII or something, right? It would have been amazing. Would have been perfect. You would have loved it, right? Right? Now put the sword down. Come on. Come on, man. You just found that sword. You didn't use it to kill me. You've already killed me on stream before.
No.
3 times, as a matter of fact.
That was entirely your doing.
3 times, as a matter of fact, you've killed me.
Entirely your doing.
Alright.
For it.
I asked for what?
There. Now I've actually stabbed you.
You got to work on your aim. Okay, fine.
No, no. That was my hand. No. Well, that could have gone better.
Yeah, whining.
Everyone, this is Ben with Michael from Channel 14 WNBI TV with my backstabber of a brother. And like it or not, I'll be back next time.
Just use a potion.
But I only have 50 of them.
You can buy them in stores.
But I only have 50 of them.
And use Cure.
Oh yeah. Good morning. This is easily the stupidest way I've ended a stream yet. I dare you all to prove me wrong. I don't think I've ever ended a stream in a more... You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.